Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to another trailer reaction. This time we are moving away from the theme of Star Citizen and we are going to do a trailer for Total War Warhammer 2 Curse of the Vampire Coast. Now, just to put a disclaimer, I don't really know anything about this except what CA has released, so let's get in and see what they've got for us. Little blue crabs. Spooky blue crabs. Dun, dun, dun.
You wouldn't believe us. The tales we could tell. Though, truth be told, it started very poorly.
Oh yeah. Oops. Look at those ships.
I was one, but now we are many. We all agree on one thing. To sail the coast. Hunt down those lizard trinkets. And we will find them.
Whoa. 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 Boom.
One piece at a time.
Are there 8 pieces?
We will put ourselves back together.
I love that he's just casually doing
Fortune
this.
favors the infamous.
And the guns with the rhythm of the song. Okay, so can I get a face first? Look at the face. I will take a profile shot. Okay, that is the Chief Lord of Lords of the Vampire Coast, Luther Harkin. And the backstory that we've been given, which is from his official lore, as far as I know. Again, I am not an expert on the Total War universe, on the Warhammer universe. Slip of the tongue. Been a long day. He is a very old vampire who had an obsession with collecting Slan trinkets, and on one such expedition, things went terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. And he lost his connection to the winds of magic, and his mind was shattered into a dozen pieces, which is the reason he keeps talking about we and us instead of me and I. He's quite mad at this point in time, and he's searching for the trinkets, believing that if he can reassemble the artifact, at least I think this is how it's going. If he can reassemble the artifact, he can reassemble his mind. I might be wrong on this. Either way, very cool. He is going to have no spells, just his sword and skip forward a little, skip forward, skip forward, skip forward. Eh, eh. His hand cannon. So he will be able to shoot and move, which is going to be amazing. But let's real quick go and look at the units that we know about. We know that each lord gets a unique ship. Luther Harkon, Direfin, something, something, something. I can't remember the first name. Something first name Sea Sprite, and Lord Noctilus, or Count Noctilus. Yeah, Count because he's a vampire. But let's talk about units real quick. The units we know about. Evil laughter is evil. That is a Morngul. And they are absolutely horrific. They crawl forward, pulling themselves with their arms. They have that horrible dangly jaw that in the models used on the battle map actually slobbers. You can see little goblets of slobber falling from their jaws, which is absolutely disgusting. They have this horrible mullet of greasy hair, which you can't really see in this, and their guts are hanging out, and they're constantly clawing their way around the battlefield, catching and eating people, and they can't ever be full. And so they just keep going and keep going, and it's my skin's crawling just looking at it. Let's see, what else? We've got just a kind of normal zombie mob, and boom. Okay, let's skip forward a little. There's more units here in the background. Okay, we've got zombie deckhands. This big ugly beauty is a bloated corpse, and they are interesting units because they are the one and only suicide unit in the game. Basically, the vampire counts who became pirates were like, you know what happens if we pump a zombie full of gas or dark magics, whatever it is that makes them go poof, and pump them full, let them get really bloated and horrific, and then send them charging at the enemy ranks. If these guys hit the enemy, they will blow up, and they will probably be able to take out an entire unit. Now, flip side of that, they're extremely squishy, and one good cannon blast or a good spell, and they'll blow up in your own ranks, which obviously you don't want. Move forward. What do we have? What more do we have?
Fortune favors the infamous.
Okay, these are deck droppers. There is the necessary flying unit, the Terrorgeist. But the deck droppers come in two variants. They have the Musketeers, and then they have Bombers, which are literally zombie pirates that drop bombs, which is adorable. Okay, these are, I'm blanking on the name, but basically, in lore, they are ogres that died and were kind of haphazardly rebuilt with rope and fun things like that, and sea creatures, and either cannons or anchors strapped to their arms, making them incredibly deadly and just hideous. Let's see. There's a Morngul in action. Okay, these guys, I think they're just zombie gunners, but there is a variant of the zombie that carries a heavy cannon, which does pretty terrifying damage. And this beauty cannons, that is, I believe the name is the Big Bess, and Bess does a lot of damage. This is quite literally the biggest cannon in the game, and it goes to a vampire faction, which is adorable. Continuing. Rotting Behemoth. I cannot even begin to say how excited I am for this one. It's a gigantic crab with devilish behemoth hermit crab of crabby. Oh my god, it's just beautiful. Look at this thing. It has a ship as its hull. So I plan to do this myself, but I've challenged PartyElite to do this in his video, playing as the Vampire Coast. The first time he plays a Rotting Behemoth, I'm going to do this to sing a couple lines from Tamatoa's song in Moana. Because why the hell not? It's funny. It's a giant crab. Is there anything else? And these are Necrofex Colossi. Basically, they're built out of ships and zombies with cannon, arm, 4 cannons strapped together, then strapped to 1 arm. They're going to be terrifying. Closest comparison I can think of is the Hyro Titan. And yeah, so that is the Vampire Coast. Super excited for it. I will attach links to PartyElite and Milk and Cookie Total War if you guys want to find good videos that will show more in-depth information from people who know a hell of a lot more about the universe of Warhammer than I do. I learned a lot watching their videos, even if I don't remember enough of it to feature it in this, and I hope you guys find them informative too. Until next time, have a good one.